let's just receive inner peace at this moment. Boom. Put up a picture of that hot body that you so desire and remind you that this is where you're supposed to be going. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. How is everyone doing? I trust that we're all staying safe, we're staying motivated, and we are definitely working on being the best version of ourselves as we can as we continue in this self-discovery and better me journey. So I know that it's been a minute since I've been here last. It's just been hectic. Life has happened to me. Different things have just come into my face that has just prevented me from picking up my camera and recording. I've just been sometimes lazy and lethargic and basically just slow down on this new year, new me enthusiastic feeling I had previously. But nevertheless, I am back and I am coming in better. I've got loads of things in store for this channel and I hope that you will stick by and watch. Yes, if you're new here, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for joining this journey of mine. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a video. And you know, let's get acquainted. I want to know what's happening with you. I want you to throw in some nuggets my way also, and you know, let's make this journey a sweet one. Before I jump into today's video, I need to say a quick shout out to everyone who one way or the other reacted to my gratitude jar video. I'm super excited about the feedback I got on that video. I really didn't think that it was going to hit home with so many people because I got loads of DMs, loads of chats of people telling me of how they had been planning to open a jar, but for one reason or the other, they just felt, I mean, it's not that big a deal, and you know, maybe another time I'll do it. Or even some people who had started, but along the way, they just fell back and weren't putting in as much into their jar. But watching that video, they were really ignited, and they came back to me and told me that yes, that inspired them to continue, and those who haven't started decided to open their jar, and they're all excited about the journey. So this is me wishing you all the best on it. It wasn't easy when I started. Even now, this year's jar, I'm barely putting in a lot, but at least I know that anytime I see it, I'm reminded to drop a word in. So stay on track, stay motivated, you will get there. At the end of the year, when you open that jar and you're reading it, you know, the euphoria of remembering all the things that you were blessed with, it's just something that words cannot explain. So all the best on that journey. On to today's video. Let's not dilly-dally on this. This is something that has been on my mind for a long time. Today I am bringing the topic of being intentional. Yes, the word intentional is something that we hear every day and we read in books and we just come across and use even flippantly sometimes. What is this 11-letter word that we hear all the time? Before now, I used to think that being intentional just meant remember to do this thing. I'm not be intentional about exercising. Remember to exercise tomorrow. Remember. I mean, yes, remembering is part of it, is important, but is that everything that it means? No. So my understanding of being intentional is being conscious, making a conscious attempt to live according to certain values that will help you to achieve your goal. So if you say you're going to be intentional about your eating, that will mean that you would consciously watch what you eat, the intake, how you eat it, the amount that you eat, the timing of your eating. There are quite a number of things if you think about it. It's not just the food. So having explained what intentional means, the most important thing in this video is how do we live an intentional life? What are the steps that you should take? What are the things that you should factor in? What are the important things that you should consider before you begin your journey of being intentional? So the first thing I think that you would need to do is to know your why. Why exactly are you being intentional in this area of your life? What's the why? Because if you don't know your why, the likelihood of you being swung here and there by anything that you see will throw you out of your race. Know your why. Your why will defend you from the lies that will be pushed in your face, because they will be pushed in your face. Your why will keep you on track when you face hurdles on your path to getting where you want to be. Your why is very key. Know your why. So what's number 2? Understand yourself. It's very important for you to understand yourself, to know your likes, your dislikes, the things that would help you to create a system that would move you towards achieving your goal. I give you an example. We're using the health journey now. Exercising is a very key thing in having a healthy lifestyle. But most of us know that we're always so averse to exercising. We're always so disinterested in that aspect of living a healthy lifestyle. So I'm one of them, people who doesn't like exercising, but I have actually seen the importance of exercise in my life. Before, I just used to keep exercising to walking, but I now know that working out is also quite important because it gives you that lean, mean body. So what do I do to achieve that purpose? What do I need to do to exercise? And so I found the things that I enjoyed doing that I could also do at the same time that I'm exercising, that would allow me exercise and at the same time enjoy myself. I give you an example. I love to watch movies. And I know that while I'm watching a movie, I am probably just laid back doing nothing. So why don't I jump on the elliptical machine, or even just bring out a 15-minute workout, body shredding exercise, and work it at the same time I'm watching my movie. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and I'm enjoying one thing while doing something I'm not so much of a fan of. What do you guys think? You're feeling that, right? So that's what I would suggest to you. When you understand yourself, you know your likes and your dislikes. Is there a way that you can bring them together to achieve a purpose? That's just my own thing. Third thing I would say about being intentional about any area of your life is for you to allocate your time, allocate space, allocate resources to whatsoever it is that you intend to be intentional about. Intend to be intentional. Wow, I like that. Why? Let me explain that now. So if you allocate time, let's say for example that you want to increase your vocabulary, and the best way to do that is by reading books. Why don't you set aside some 20 minutes every day to reading a certain number of pages or paragraphs in a book? Allocate space. Set aside an area in your house. It could even be go to a park. It could be go to the library. It could just be going to a restaurant by yourself. And I feel that is even going to encourage you to do what you want to do, because you are looking out to a new environment, the ambience of that place, and you're enjoying reading your book at the same time. So you see, set aside time, set aside space, and set aside resources. What are the things that you are using your money to purchase to get to your desired goal? First, you can pay premium for some apps that will help you to read, like Scribd allows you to read diverse books from diverse authors. Spotify allows you to listen, and I'm talking about the paid version now, allows you to listen to podcasts and even online books, audiobooks from diverse authors also. So are you paying money to get what you want? These things are not so expensive. You can just pay little to get more from all these apps that online. The fourth thing I would say about being intentional is you getting a mentor, getting someone who has done the work before. It's going to make your work quite easy. So you look for someone who has probably had the issue of, say, procrastination, and had become intentional about getting rid of it. That person has walked the walk and talked the talk already. So you just go there and live the life that he lived, go through the experience that he went through to eradicate that issue in your life. So I would say follow a leader who has been successful in that area of life that you are presently walking in and seeking to better yourself in. Another thing that I would add is for you to get an accountability partner. An accountability partner is just someone who is monitoring you, who is checking on you to ensure that you are staying true to the course that you have decided to do. Sometimes we get tired, sometimes we forget ourselves, but if there's someone there who is there to just nudge you and say, hey, that's not what you said you wanted to do, or are you no longer interested in this journey, or can even put up a picture of that hot body that you so desire and remind you that this is where you're supposed to be going, my darling. Why are you putting your face into a fat big piece of cake? Yeah, those kind of people, they're very, very important to have surround you. So you might not even just be one person that you have. A number of friends that can ensure that you continue on your journey is just as important as having a mentor. Number 5 would be for you to do monthly or weekly check-ins on yourself. So just have a checklist of the things that you want to ensure you have done over the week, and come back and just check, did I do this, did I not do this, why didn't I do this, how could I have done it better? Those are just questions that you would ask. This is just between you and your mind to tell yourself that this is where I'm going, but I did little or nothing this week, and how will I make next week a better thing? And remember, this is not just for you to berate yourself and probably be upset with yourself for not doing it. It's just for you to account for your time. Did I do what I was supposed to do? And if you didn't, plan to do better. And if you did very well, it's also important for you to celebrate yourself, because celebrating your little wins is just as important as celebrating the final work that you achieve. So I would suggest that you do that every week, or best every week, so that there's not too much of a time gap. The 6th thing I would advocate for, and this is in no order please, and this is definitely not the least on the list, that would be to pray about anything that you want to do. I am a woman of faith and I believe in prayer. Proverbs 19:21 says that many are the plans in a man's heart, but it's the Lord's purpose that prevails. Proverbs 16:31 also says, commit to the Lord whatever it is that you do and your plans will succeed. So I would say that prayer is just as important as all the efforts that you would put into it, so that God will help you in the areas where you're weak, and he would strengthen you and most definitely help you to succeed in your plans. So these are just a few of the many things that you can do towards being intentional, but I personally just feel I would be starting with this. But please understand that I am not an expert in this area. The whole idea of my channel is to help people who are struggling with certain things that I'm struggling with, and help them to see how they can get out of the rut they're in. So this is definitely not all the steps that you can take towards being intentional. Please feel free to share your own ideas with me just as well, so that I can learn from you. But I feel that starting with this will definitely put you on the right path to getting to your dream goal. So I hope we all learned one or two things from here. I know I have, and I'll be interested in hearing from you. So please do comment down below, share your thoughts on being intentional, share what you have done to be intentional in any area of your life. Please share it so that people who read the comment section can also be encouraged and advised on the next steps to take on their own journey. This has just been an exciting time. I'm so happy to be back on the tube. I look forward to seeing you guys again, and if you haven't, share this video with friends and do like it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. An intentional, if you're going to have an, if you're going to okay, yeah. And start using the things that you have. You are so happy. You are so happy.